That is a very interesting idea.
Once dealers realize that they can't sell drugs because they'll be seized and distributed, that's sort of the end of the drug market.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are good. Guys, today we're going to be reacting to communism always fails for one simple reason. Guys, let's get to know why communism always fails. So let's get right down to this.
I think that communism can be used for the good of society. Hold on. Guys, bear with me.
Well, I'm going to stand up for you. Guys, let him talk. Okay? We talked about this.
Before I ask my question, can you state why communism always fails?
Okay, yeah, great question. Very simple. Human beings, in my belief and in any sort of observation of human nature, are viciously self-interested, and they will not act communally, whether ever given an opportunity to do so otherwise. So we are not communal social creatures, as postulated by either Rousseau or Marx. In fact, we're far more self-interested and sinful in our disposition, and that is why communism has never worked and will never work, unless you have an example you could point to.
I don't. I agree with you, which is why this comes across as weird. We know that communism fails, and sorry, very bright lights here. We know that communism fails because my God, I'm sorry,
I'll help you out a little bit. Maybe this might help you. Okay, it's anti-human. It is anti-family. Remember, Marx talked openly about destroying the nuclear. Is that helping at all? Or?
It does. It does.
Okay, good.
So communism fails on when you see someone's business. All the other businesses that are in that industry stop selling. So if we know that that's going to be the result, why don't we use the negatives of communism for good? And what I mean by that is use it for a good that we don't want people to have, specifically drugs. We don't want people to have meth or fentanyl, so why not socialize the drug industry so that the government seizes drugs from drug dealers and distributes it to users to force shortages and to basically force a drug famine?
That is a very interesting idea. So what your idea is, because I want to take every idea seriously, is we nationalize the meth industry, and it will be so poorly run, no one will get their meth on time, and there'll be like TSA waiting lines to get your meth. They'll be like super bankrupt. They'll like take every possible federal holiday off, and people will stop doing meth because the delivery mechanism and the production, they'll be like 10 years delayed in making meth, and people will just give it up.
Basically, yes.
That's actually kind of smart. The meth store's only open 4 hours a day. Everyone's super angry when you walk in. You might be onto something. I'm not even being sarcastic.
I think that users would be more than willing to turn in their dealers, and once dealers realize that they can't sell drugs because they'll be seized and distributed, that's sort of the end of the drug market.
Hey, I mean, you got me at trying to make the meth stores like the TSA. So, God bless. Thank you.
Thank you.
So guys, I really found this idea to be a really interesting one, because actually, if the government are, able to seize drugs from like drug dealers, I feel like, because these drugs that people take to, get high, they are actually people who need this drug. Like, it's part of their prescription, like their doctor's prescription. They need these drugs, and most times there are like a lot of shortages because they do not get these drugs based on a lot of drug dealers have gotten these drugs from like suppliers, and they're going to like sell it out to drug users. But if governments actually seize these drugs, they can like distribute it to the people who actually need it. And I feel like the people who are taking it to get high won't get hold of it, because literally they won't be able to. You literally can't like walk into, let's say, a pharmacy to get this type of drugs without a prescription. Walking to a pharmacy without a prescription to get drug is like, it wouldn't happen. So that's why you see they're able to get drugs from drug dealers. But I personally feel like if government should seize these drugs from drug dealers, and the people who actually need it go get it, you see that I feel like the intake of drugs, like people who use drug would actually reduce, like it would drastically drop because they won't be able to get access to these drugs. And yeah, it's a really, really good idea. But guys, tell me what you think about this idea. Tell me if you find it to be interesting or if you simply are against it. Please put your thought in the comment section for all of us to actually see. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys.